Before first time? First time? Wow, great. How many decks is returning? 2, 3, 10 times. Can't get enough. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, thanks for coming out, you guys. So no flavor whatsoever. This is just the color only here. We're going to actually make cinnamon candy canes. So I'm going to do a little red stripe. I'm going to do a little green stripe. And then we'll have the majority of it will be our white stripe in the candy canes. So just going to add a little color here.
Welcome to Magic Mitch Arts.
And I'm just going to mix that in here for a minute or two.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more.
Same recipe we've been using here at Logan since 1933. Same recipe, same marble slab, same hook on the wall, same stove, same heater. I've not been here quite that long, although I got here this morning about 9:30.
Logan's Candy Shop in Ontario, California.
2 minutes late.
Merry Christmas candy canes. Look at the size of the large. That candy cane is 26 years old on December of this year. It's still fresh.
So maybe we should.
Date December 3rd. The year 2021. The candy, awesome.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, so we've got the red just about mixed in here now. Remember, no flavor whatsoever. That is just the color only there. We're going to take it over the heater here. Then we're going to keep it nice and warm over here for us. Hopefully somebody will do that for me. Then we're going to make cinnamon. So the next stripe we're going to make is a green stripe.
To get batteries. Okay, that could have made it back in time for you. But, so, yeah, so I walked down there and I left that. And then I was going.
So once again, no flavor whatsoever. We're just going to add the color only here. Just the color only.
They were supposed to change the batteries.
That's brown. We don't want to put brown in there. Looking for my green. Looking for the green.
Oh my gosh.
Father's favorite color.
Was it fresh?
Got a little bit of green here.
Oh, that's good. That's rough. Thank you.
There we go.
Because I think he's got too many peanuts in it to be talking.
Then we're going to mix that in just like we did the red color. Remember, no flavor whatsoever. Just more color right here. So this is our green stripe. And remember, all the flavor is going to go in this big piece here, which is going to be the white part of the candy cane. And we'll show you how that all comes together here in just a minute.
Never mind.
Reminds me of a movie, The Blob.
They're doing this
He's making green candy and red candy.
the red and the white. So like a
I want to get out of here. I'm ready for sugar. Ow. One more then. It's all right.
Please be sure to subscribe to Magic Mitch Arts Shorts, and you can watch how they make candy canes here at Logan's Candies by Jerry. As we catch COVID.
All right, so now I've got my green just about mixed in here now. So we're going to start adding some flavor to here in just a minute. And we'll show you how we're going to turn it nice and white.
I saw how they do the red version. It's pretty cool.
It looks like your pencil.
All right, there's our green stripe all mixed in there. Take that over to here. And we'll do a quick look change here.
Where is that on?
Then we're going to put on our cinnamon gloves. Good to see you. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Slide around your head here.
All right, so remember, no flavor whatsoever yet. So now we're going to add a little flavor to it here. We're going to add our cinnamon flavor, like I mentioned. Then we're going to add about a third of the flavor, third of an ounce of flavor here. Just like that. Then we'll mix that all in here. Now we turn this white here in just a couple minutes. We are going to turn it white all naturally. We're not going to add any color to it to make it turn white. You'll see how that happens here in just a minute. Wouldn't matter if we added flavor or not, it would still turn white. It has nothing to do with the flavor. This is a part of the job where I feel very needed.
Yeah. Is that like the backside of it?
And you can see a little flavor spilled out here, so you'll definitely be able to smell a little flavor here in just a minute. See if you don't smell it yet, you guys smell the cinnamon? You'll smell it in a minute here, so.
Do you smell it? No.
All right, so remember we poured it on the table, it was a little bit over 320 degrees. So it is cooled down quite a bit here. So let's see where we stand here. 188, so it is still very, very hot. Now I'm shaking my hand because a little bit of that liquid came out, a little of that flavor got on me. And it's about 188 degrees, so it is mighty hot. Can you smell the flavor now? Smell the cinnamon?
A little bit.
All right, watch very carefully, you guys. Here we go. We're going to roll it out here. And there it is, you guys. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed the show. Merry Christmas, you guys. I've had enough. I'm going to bed now. All right, just kidding. Although we do want you to know here at Logan's, we do put a little bit of love in every batch of candy we make. And just to show you how that works, here's a little love for you guys out there. There it is, our harvest slab, a little love. Let's get a little love back from the candy. Also, gratuitous for Valentine's Day.
David, if you want to take some.
All right, let's get serious here now. We're going to throw it on the hook here, stretch it out, and this is how we're going to serve the candy cane nice and white.
Oh my gosh. If you want some.
Now you'll see here with each and every pull, the color is going to get a little bit lighter and a little bit lighter. We're doing a combination of things here. Number one, we're adding air to it. Also the stretching of the sugar crystal. And that's what causes the candy cane to turn nice and white. Very similar to the way you might whip egg whites at home, or how you stretch out a rubber band and the color lines up a little bit. And either way, you can just see it gets lighter and lighter. Now remember, we've got 20 pounds total weight. So I've got about 16 pounds on the hook here. Megan's got about 2 pounds apiece between the red and the green. Keeping it nice and warm for us over there. So this is what we call Jerry's Gym, also known as my holiday health spa. That way I don't have to go to the gym this time of year. Okay, I confess I don't go to the gym any time of year. This is the only workout I get right here. So this is it. Although I do tell you, I do drive by the gym a lot because my favorite donut shop is right next door to the gym. I think that's called job security there, right? Kind of like having a dentist across the street from a candy store. It's called job security. Now I'm not counting how many times we pull it. We just keep pulling until we get a nice bright white. Every batch is a little bit different. Some batches start out lighter, some start out darker. Then depending on the flavor of the candy cane, the color, the size we're making, that'll determine how white we need it to be. If we're making all white candy cane hearts for wedding, we pull it even a little bit longer until we get a nice bright white for the bride and groom. All the way back, guys. All the way back behind the red line over there. Thank you. Now, how many of you guys saw the movie Tangled? Anybody see the movie Tangled?
Yeah.
Doesn't that kind of look like Rapunzel's hair there? Well, we're pretty sure the people that did the graphics on that movie came here when they were kids and watched us making candy canes. That's when they came up with that idea. So we had our attorneys give them a call and ask for a mere 1% of the proceeds. Got no response at all. But it can't hurt to ask, right?
Yeah.
Then you'll notice as it gets lighter and lighter, it kind of starts to look like Elsa's hair from Frozen. We all know that movie made like $1 billion. So we had our attorneys call them. In this case, we only asked for 0.5%. Once again, got no response at all. My wife just keeps telling me, Jerry, you just have to let it go. You guys will get that a little later, of course. And just a few more pulls here. Then we'll take it over to here and put it all together. So if you guys want to come on the inside, what we want to do is we're going to have everybody line up over there in between all between the white table there. We're going to work that entire table. So will somebody want to maybe have the kids in front, let the adults back up so they can see behind them, let all the kids in the front there if you can. So if you see somebody smaller, can you let them in front of you so they can see it a little bit better?
Oh, it smells so good in here.
Thank you very much.
Jim.
My new cologne is called Oid the Candy Canes.
Jim. Come and say it smells. It smells so good.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And they don't pump it in like Disney.
Yeah. It's
All right, looks pretty good to me.
Disney does pump it in.
Let's take it over here to the heater and put it all together.
Maybe it's really gland all
Just don't let them lay on the glass, otherwise you get, but just as long as you're only on the glass, it should be fine. All right, you guys, so remember this big red thing I'm working behind here is a heater. It is a gas flame heater. Not trying to hide anything, just trying to keep the candy nice and warm. So we'll show you what we're doing back here in just a second. Now if you'll take a look at these candy canes on the window up here, if you look really close, you'll notice that all the Christmas colored candy canes have two things in common. They all have 5 little stripes, and they all have 1 big stripe. Now that is kind of our trademark here at Logan's. All our Christmas colored candy canes start out with that same stripe pattern, 5 little stripes, and 1 big stripe. And that's what I'm going to put together behind the heater back here, and I'll show you in just a minute what we're doing. Now it's got a little bit of the white off here. We're going to add a little bit of the red to it. Actually, we're going to add all the red to it here, since we're making cinnamon. Just going to put those 2 stripes together. So this first piece that I'm going to show you here, this is going to make up our 5 little stripes, just like you see on those candy canes up there. Can you guys all see that? That'll be our 5 little stripes.
It's quite the workout.
And since we're making cinnamon candy canes, our big stripe is going to be a green stripe. It being that it is big and green, we like to call that the Hulk. Also known as Luke Rigno. He was the Hulk when I was a kid, right? So was it? I'm not sure who plays it nowadays, but it was Luke back in the day. So this first piece I showed you, as you can see here, we're stretching it out. When we get it just the right length, we're then going to cut it into 5 equal pieces, and that will make up our 5 little stripes, just like you see on those candy canes right there. Same stripe pattern we've been using here at Logan since 1933, and in 87 years, we've never miscounted yet. So we're going to ask you guys to help us out this evening counting out the stripes, just to be sure we don't miscount. So if you guys don't mind helping me out, we're going to start out tonight counting, and as always, we will begin with stripe number 2. Number 1, very good, nicely done. After stripe number 1, next will be stripe number 2. Number 2, lucky guess there. And following stripe number 2, next will be stripe number
3.
Number 3.
The only place you can see this, unless of course you're at Disneyland.
And following stripe number 3, next will be number 4. Number 4. And last but not least, our final stripe this evening. My favorite stripe will be stripe number
5.
Number 5.
Simple.
Look at how square she made that.
A loaf of bread.
Yeah.
it moving.
All right, if you guys will take a look right up this way, you can see now we have put together here our 5 little stripes, kind of a blanket of stripes, if you will. Thank you, Megan. Gonna put that right on top of the old block there, just like that. Now you're gonna have to use your imagination with me if you would here. If we had a little bit of blue and some stars here, what will we have? Not just any flag. What flag?
The American
flag. Come
flag.
back for the 4th of July batch. You get to see that one.
Man, it's already getting hard.
Then we're going to take our other stripe, also known as Luke, you know, the big green one here, the Hulk.
The blob.
And put it right here on the other side of the block, just like that. So now, as you can see here,
Did a video of your
on this
hand.
side right here, we have our 5 little stripes. Can you guys all see that right there? There's our 5 little stripes. And then on this side right here, we have our 1 big stripe. Anybody out there bowl? Any bowlers out there? Anybody heard of bowling? Yeah. Maybe you can take that down the lane. Try to knock that down. How about any baseball fans? I don't see any baseball hats. Maybe you can ask Santa for a nice little softball or candy cane baseball bat. How about a big giant turkey leg left over from that Thanksgiving dinner? Probably about time to make some soup or something there. Or how about this one? When I was younger, I played a little piano. Now I just play the 5-string. I sing too, but it's not a pretty sound. Or how about this one here? A big giant fish or a whale with the candy cane tail. This looks like a big giant candy cane to me.
It's a pretty cool bowl.
Yeah, cover your eyes there for this one. Yeah, we're going to open that up like that. We're going to put that right there for a little later. So we call stuffing the turkey there. I warned you, you're going to cover your eyes there. All right, if you guys watch right here very carefully now, I'm going to begin to pull this out here. Give it a little pull. Give it a little tug. Give it a little stretch. Pulling, tugging, stretching. And if you watch very carefully, when we get it just the right length and thickness, we're going to give it a little twist. And right before your very eyes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have created the candy cane.
Yay!
Here we go, a little cut, a little roll, and a little bend on the other end. Let's all give a big round of applause for candy cane number 1. Go, Robbie, go, yes. Here we go, another little cut, more rolling, more bending. Let's all give a big round of applause for candy cane number 2. Give us number 2. Come on, you guys stay with me, because remember, we still have 398 more to go. Now this size candy cane that we're making right here, this is actually the smallest size candy cane that we make here at Logan's. But if we continue to make just this size right here throughout the entire batch, by the time we're done, we're going to fill up this entire table full of candy canes. You can see down on the far end there, she's starting to stack them in a row. We're going to stack them row after row after row. We're going to fill the table all the way up to right about here by me. And if we make just this size only, we will make about 400 candy canes this size out of this one batch. That's the part where you're supposed to go, whoa, that's a lot of candy canes.
Whoa!
Thank you.
That's a lot of candy cane.
Thank you very much, yes.
Considering it.
Now we do this candy cane making process well over 250 times throughout October, November, and December. And by December 24th, we'll have made pretty close to 100,000 candy canes, one by one, just like you're watching right now.
Wow.
It's a lot of candy canes, very spontaneous. Thank
Bionic
you.
family.
Now, as you can see here, we do, we're kind of in an assembly line. I work right here in position number 1. I pull the candy cane, making me, of course, the candy cane puller. Right here in position number 2, our daughter Abby does two jobs tonight. First off, she'll roll the candy cane, making her the candy cane roller. Then she'll hook the candy cane, making her the candy cane bender. Careful now, that's my daughter. And then down there we have Megan stacking the candy canes, making her, of course, the candy cane stacker. Soon somebody will come out of the back and bag the candy canes, making them the candy cane bagger. And if it happens to be our oldest employee, who happens to be my mother-in-law, I'd have to give her the title of the old bagger. Well, that is her title. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It is my mother-in-law, but I do love her dearly, but it's kind of fun to call her that name, so. Just kidding, just kidding. Now, as you can see, we're all staying busy back here, but I do have one job left. Let me get some volunteers from out there. We can use your help. You guys want to volunteer to help out? Raise your hand. Anyone want to help? Great. Even the sucker down there, yes? Just kidding. Actually, what we have in the back room, we have a huge pile of dirty dishes you guys can do in the back. Just kidding. No, what we really need is somebody to help us sample or taste test these candy canes. Any tasters? Come on, moms and dads, too. Let's see those hands.
raising my hand.
No hand, no sample.
I'm raising my hand.
All right, now let's talk about everybody. Go ahead, put your hands down. We're going to cut everybody a nice warm sample and bring it right out to you.
And there you have it.
Now this press that we got on here, this is one of the few
on
machines that we use in Logan's. This press is about
Magic Mitch
95 to
Arts.
100 years old.
Remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more.
We like to call Abby.
To see this in Ontario, California. And we are
Let's
out.
switch up.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And